DC. So hot chops, I wouldn't recommend it. It would be super cool to see.
That's what we're saying. I mean, APG, absolutely zero smiles. I don't think I've ever seen Doc actually smile before in his life.
Yes.
Maybe if they end up winning, he will end up smiling. But for this squad, just locked in. There you go. Now you got Alpha 7 as well, locked in as well. For everybody currently watching at home, let us know in the comments, after this match, who do you think is going to end up in first place? Because I'm most intrigued to see which other teams might end up joining Alpha 7 and Alpha Gaming for the Smash Zone. Ulf is so close. 11 points max. I honestly think that's doable. And for DRX, just 13 points away, I think that's doable as well. We could have, going into the last match, 4 teams in this Smash Zone.
I mean, we saw DRX, they wanted to hot drop in Komeshki Alpha 7 on a wrangle. They know where they drop. It's El Pozo. There could be a bit of action in that city this time around. And if it does go down, DRX, again, 13 points. As you said here, 7. Maybe we'll get 3 teams in the Smash Zone after this match.
Quickly pick a team that you think you've got to have your eyes on at this point right now. I go with TT. I think keep your eyes on TT. What about you guys?
DRX.
APG, come
on!
Okay, I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go into our penultimate map of the day to close out this tournament. We're going into our first Miramar, and it's going to get spicy. Jukes and Blank, take it away.
Let's get things started here as we head into the sandy deserts of Miramar. There were some people that thought we weren't even going to get here, but we are here now, and we got 2 squads in the Smash Zone, Blank.
El Pozo down towards Puerto Paraíso, and you are correct. 2 teams at the top of the lobby. First and second place battling out. Could it really be called first, second place? It's sort of first place tied right now, with the chicken dinner advantage going through to Alpha 7 after a phenomenal performance yesterday. For A7, Miramar is one of their battlegrounds, right? And I think the question was, like, did moving Obscure as well as Guizhou in kind of ruin the roster's ability to perform very well on Miramar? I don't think so. I think they're absolutely fine. Still think Carrillo as well as Revo are great here, and between the two of them, they've got so much knowledge, so much experience to lead the team, similarly how they did in the past, that I do think that getting over towards Miramar is a frightening prospect for other teams in the lobby, Jukes.
I absolutely think so, too. I mean, not to mention you got Alpha 7 who get their Alfonso drop right off the rip here. So they're going to be looted out of their minds, set up and locked and loaded, ready to go here. So, I mean, no excuses, I think, when it comes to Alpha 7 at this point. You're gifted, you're playing path, you got a southern circle right here. You got to be able to take this championship, right, for your own, right here and now. And we heard the desk talking about it, right? They said that when it comes to a team that's looking like they're having a little bit of a choking moment, it's Alpha 7. I mean, Alpha Gaming are playing their game, and they are making it happen. At the same time, there's still so many squads that can reach into that Smash Zone as well.
Interesting. I mean, Ida out, Damar in. I feel like Ida's a very good player on the team. Off-angle player as well. Getting Damar in feels like a weird choice. It's not that I don't like Damar. I think that Ida is just the better player in this instance.
I don't disagree. You know, it's so difficult at this kind of stage because the frustrations ring out big time. All it takes is one bad push, or in the worst-case scenario, you have one of those situations where the IGL is like, we should either go left or right. And you have one player who disagrees, and if that doesn't work out, it creates an
You're off the tee.
Yeah, it causes so much tension among the squads where they're like, you know what, just get out of here, you know?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You know, frustrations in league stage are relatively quiet, but in the finals, they get loud. PMG code redemption there on your screen. PUBG United here for the first time in 2025. I'm going to redeem that code in-game to pick up your rewards.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Got to be done.
Tell that to Carrillo as well. See what he's going to be able to do here. On the move. Out early. I love this. Now, this feels a little bit more Alpha 70. I think they're in Miramar. I think they're a little bit more relaxed now, considering that they're so comfortable on this map. They shouldn't be relaxed at all when it comes to the leaderboards. That's a fact. But they looted El Pozo super fast, and they're on the move.
Well, I think you get to match 5, right? You can't really be thinking too much about the Smash Zone anymore. Right? You have APG alongside with you here. You just got to play it out, right? Try and get as many points as possible. That leads to a win, that leads to a win. Because a lot of games that do end up with 11 elims, 12 elims, those are games where you've taken it into your own hands and you pick up the chicken dinner because you cleared out that space. And I think that's one thing that Alpha 7 used to do so well in the past, over 2 days at least, where they cleared out massive amounts of area. And because they were so confident in their ability to fight with the gun skill on side, it didn't really matter at that point because they were just commanding so much zone.
Just dominating the lobby. I mean, that's what they did. They could just bully pretty much any position. And, you know, I want to see that again here from this squad here towards the end. Just see them play their own game. You know, and it makes total sense looking at their early play here in the last day. The only thing that makes sense to me is that they were just playing for the smash roll. You know, just playing it very quiet, trying to get those points. I completely agree with you, though. It's time to just put some points on the board. And that is Doc done and dusted. Off the rip, first player out.
Not the dockening.
No!
Please.
Here comes the rest of the team. No.
Not the dockening.
He's a little too separated for that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a split there, but I mean, funnily enough, right, the only reason that happens is because Rosemary's doing the same thing.
That's true.
Rosemary
That's
was
true.
so far away from the rest of his team. It's literally the 2 worst nightmares of the squad, is that Doc and Rosemary clashing. Because no matter what happens in that 1v1, whoever dies is not getting back up again.
That's a fact.
You know, the team is not there to assist. So, you know, Doc may have inadvertently created his worst nightmare, inspiring Rosemary to play like this.
This is the second to last game, you know, and going out that fast.
Yeah,
just
it
trying to
denies
loot.
you the chicken dinner.
Oh,
right?
man, it is brutal and demoralizing for the whole squad as well.
Because you need, a lot of these fights, you sort of need that 4th man to sacrifice towards the end game at times just to get to those great spots. All right, if you don't have that 4th guy, that means you have to play real slow from now on because you have no pieces on the chessboard to put aside, right?
Sure.
You have no pieces on the chessboard to bait with anymore. So
it hamstrung their whole game here.
Yeah.
And then we only have 1 match left, and we know how crazy that last game is going to be.
Well, D+ is winning that game.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's right. That's automatic victory for D+. So, I mean, if D+ win this game somehow at 20 points, then that'd be crazy to watch. But, yeah, according to history, it should be pretty much automatic victory. If they do that, it's honestly the best. Like that'd be just, it's so crazy. They would have won every last game in 2 years of PMGC.
Well, for D+, certainly possible. But I think what's weird to me right now is that DXavier on 103 points. That's a 25-point game. That's 15 elims and chicken dinner. We see that quite frequently from these teams. That would tie them up with APG and Alpha 7. They need less than that if they want to just get towards match point with 22 points, so 12 elim game. And that's 6th place.
It's totally doable. You know, it's just when DXavier right now, I'm a little hesitant to have that confidence in them because I just see them kind of playing more for that center position, and I think that they can get it, but it's got to be having to get blessed for them in order to do so. Another team that's right there next to them, I definitely feel a little bit more confidence in. Probably Thunder Talk.
Yeah.
You know, Thunder Talk, we saw them, you know, starting to ramp up things here. They get a good spot. They can make it happen for sure.
I still have my reservations, honestly. I mean, sure, today, like, they've really turned it around. But I'm not going to go ahead and just ignore the fact that they're quite disappointing over day 1 and day 2. I think that would be disingenuous of me. But yeah, today they've certainly stepped it up. But, man, if they'd been playing like this on day 1 and day 2, they would have been so far ahead of the rest of the pack.
So far ahead. It's crazy that they're in 5th place with having those first 2 days. With 105 points. They're still so close.
Quite a honorable thing for Vampire to do as well here is that they completely disengage from Picardo and they just give up to Regnum Karya. Now, I don't know if that's we're being nice. You know, we know you're a team that is capable of getting up towards that podium finish, so let's just give you this. Or of getting up towards that podium finish, so let's just give you this, or it was just a decision from Vampire. Maybe even Regnum Kara just like, we need to drop over towards Picardo right now.
It makes total sense to it. I think it is honorable considering that Regnum Karia, you know, their players were like, you know what, we're not gonna risk it. You guys take Picardo early on. They're obviously way further up in the leaderboards, and just for Vampire to say, all right, you know what, you can have it back here for the last couple games is crazy to see.
Big shift on the circle here over towards that north side. We're centering up over that ridge line. You fit a lot of teams along there, but as soon as it hits west, like, you're going to go down. And it's a bit of a staging area for a lot of our squads. Alpha 7 immediately moving over towards Graveyard, see if they can wrap around to the north side of this one. We'll sort of see more clearly